The story of Elijah is one that brings hope and encouragement to those who find themselves in a dark place. First of all, we see a series of difficulties in Elijah's life, right? He's told to go confront the king. The king gets angry. He has to flee to a foreign country, live there in the midst of famine and pestilence. And then God says, you know what? I want you to go back to the land where the king wants to kill you. How would you like that to be your assignment? It's a challenging story, and yet one of great victory, right? God brings down fire from heaven, consumes the sacrifice there on top of the mountain in answer to Elijah's prayer. A great victory is won. The land is cleansed of the priests of the pagan god Baal. God gives Elijah a great victory. And yet we see immediately after that great victory, there is a moment of despondency for Elijah. See, Jezebel hears that all her prophets have been killed. Jezebel threatens Elijah and says to him, "So may the gods do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of my priests that you have killed." After this moment of great victory, you would think that nothing could make Elijah scared. Nothing could cause him to fall into despondency. And yet this threat from Jezebel causes him to flee. And he flees out into the wilderness, and there he begs God just to let him die. He feels isolated and alone. Maybe you've had great victories. You've seen God make great deliverances in your life. And yet you wonder why you can still find yourself in a moment of darkness, in a moment of despondency or depression. Maybe you feel guilty over that. The story of Elijah is one that tells us that God's grace is sufficient for us, even in those moments of darkness. So if you're fighting depression or discouragement today, take comfort from the story of Elijah, because God meets him there in his moment of darkness. And God says, you are not alone. I am here with you. And you are surrounded by others that are also faithful. So take comfort today. Whether you are in a place of victory on the mountaintop or you are in the valley of discouragement, God's grace is sufficient for you.